So it's June 3rd. It's June 3rd. I'm a slacker. I can't lie. I cannot lie. Okay. May was busy for no reason at all. There were just some things piled on in May that just kind of left me completely drained. I put up a teaser for this video, didn't post it though. I didn't put it on any social media like I usually do. Clearly I'm filming this in June and the video's still not done. I just felt behind. I felt behind all of May, and I still feel behind because I haven't put this video up. But as soon as this is up, I'll be, I think, back on track. June is gonna be fun because at the end of May, I realized I'm not really talking about why I'm making this series anymore. So that'll be in June, or at the end of this month. Good Lord. But let's just get into what May was. For the record, I just want to say that I love singing, but because of copyright, I can't on camera. And now I know. I'm also not trying to be like a whole singer, so I'm back in the kitchen once again, cooking dinner. Update? None really. I just haven't filmed in a while, so I'm here. Give me a second, okay? I'm gonna burn myself. Oh God. Come here. Come here. Girl, come here. Thank you. I 100% thought my coworker was a girl today because he came up behind me and was like, excuse me. I said, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I do not have anything to talk about right now. I am just purely, I'm running on Brussels sprout fumes. Bro, these are gonna smell like farts. I've never had Brussels sprouts. I'm a little bit scared because I'm the one making them. So they better be good. I'll tell y'all something, I guess. So, since seeing my friends last, I have been so sad. Honestly, it's a good sad because I know that I have great friends. Just knowing that I'll get to see them again soon is getting me through this whole month. The sound is going to be inconsistent because I'm cutting and chopping. I've also just been doing a lot of reflecting. Come to find out, with a few, no, I'm not even going to say a few, with an exception, I am very happy at where I am right now. Feel like it's been a bit since I could confidently say that, and not because of anything serious. You know, life happens and it takes you a little bit to get out of that funk, but I can confidently say I'm happy with where I am right now in life, like I said, with one exception. But that's that thing. If I put the work in, I can change it. And so the only person holding me back from that is me. And so I can't be mad at anyone. So I'm not going to be mad about it. I just have to push myself to do it. Does that make sense? It should make sense because that right there was borderline inspirational. I'm not making very good eye contact because I'm trying to cook, not burn anything, and not cut my fingers off. So let's see how I do. After the April video came out, I was so happy with it because I felt like I was just completely being myself. Not that I wasn't being myself in the January and February video. I was trying to put too much of a structure to this, and that's not what I want. I can't plan out a month of events and expect them to happen. And I think that's what I tried to do with March. When my pawpaw died, it made me realize there's only so much you can plan for. So that right there is the prime example of why May just kind of just casually having my coffee now. I didn't have anything planned for May. I just kind of was going with the flow. But that flow was treacherous. At the end of the day, I was just kind of like, well, what I have planned, if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So here we are. But on a lighter note, because this is going up after the end of May, I saw all my friends this past weekend, and oh my goodness, I need it again. So hopefully I'll be seeing them soon. So I don't really know why I got into this. I think it was just a thought that I had that week. But I kind of go in on toxicity. I've noticed that being toxic is like not a cool thing, but all over TikTok it's like, I like toxic type. I am toxic type. I want this, and that with a little bit of toxic. Like, what? No, not for real. But yeah, I just talk about toxic things. So have fun with that. There are toxic people everywhere. They don't have to be immediate to you. You don't have to know them personally, but their personas can be toxic to your mental health. Here's what I mean. There is an online personality that I used to follow and watch on social media, and the things they were doing content-wise were cool. And I was like, I can bear to watch this. I was not being entertained by the person. I just didn't like the way the person carried themselves online. Again, I don't know this person personally, so who am I to judge? But it got to a point where their attitude and personality was getting in the way of their content, and it was just not entertaining anymore. I unfollowed and unsubscribed. I just enjoyed what I was seeing more because I didn't feel like I had to watch this content that I knew I would enjoy. I just wouldn't enjoy the person. And for me, social media is a place to relax and be entertained. That's why I'm here. It's a place for me to unwind and not be bombarded by, if you're doing this, you're wrong, or if you're doing this, that's the only way to do it. Like, no, I don't want to hear that. I hear enough of that in real life. So why would I want to see that when I'm just trying to relax? My point in saying that is, as easy as it is to unfollow and unsubscribe from someone online, it might be just as easy to take a step back from that toxic person in your life, or toxic people, or toxic environments. You just remove yourself. Anyway, I'm gonna finish dinner and just relax before another day of work tomorrow. See what I mean? It was just a thought. It wasn't anything super serious. But I will say, take into account the people around you, who you watch online, who you follow online, all that stuff, because it does affect, I would say, how I view things and how I view people. So take that how you will. Now, this next part was completely pointless. There was no reason for me to film this at all, but what I wanted to talk about, I couldn't. And I probably can now. I just don't want to. So right here is where I went on this long tangent about a bunch of different things that I'm not putting in this video because it was 30 minutes long. So I'm gonna make a separate video of just that. So if you want to, you can stop right here, go watch it, and then come back, because then what I say next will make sense. But if you don't want to, that's fine. That's totally fine. Hi! I got new glasses, and I want to do my makeup just to see what they look like, and then just completely wash my face and forget about it. So that's what I'm gonna do. But I'm gonna do my makeup while I talk to you guys. What am I gonna talk about? I have no idea, because what I want to talk about I can't. I can't. And I want to so bad, but I'm not going to. But, we'll figure something out. So I like completely started over and I just, watched YouTube for a little bit and had myself a time. But these primes are really doing something for me. Oh wow. Oh wow. Don't get too close. Don't get too close. It's been forever since I've done like my makeup cuz sometimes I wear mascara to work. But anyway, that was fun. I really left you with some High School Musical rantage going on. I have one more thing. I started cleaning up and so I put music on and I just have to say that the opening guitar to Hers Every Kind of Way is breathtaking. That's all. So like I said before, I was gonna do my makeup, put my glasses on just to see what they looked like, and wash it all off. And so that's what I was doing here, but I was okay. But I was having a day at that point, and so all I really wanted to do was just sit and chat and take a breather. So that's what I did. So I would say now, if you need to get ready for bed, get ready for work, or if you're just getting ready for something where you need to be calm, I would say now's a good time to do that. Or even if you just want to make a snack, you don't really need to watch. You can just listen. Because at some point I just stopped talking and let time take its time, basically. Hello. I just steamed the mess out of my face. Yes, I drink my wine like a toddler with a sippy cup. This week alone, a lot of information has been put on my mental. And honestly, the best way that I am going to deal with this is by skincare. I'm not going to take you through a routine. I'm not even going to tell you what I'm doing. I'm just going to stand here and do it and just talk. We're just going to talk. This feels great. I'm thinking that I need to start doing more of this. I don't know what I'm doing. It feels so oily. How do we feel about self-care? Like that term in general. I'm oily. I'm so oily. What is self-care and what's just basic hygiene? That is self-care. Taking care of yourself. Is this gonna help me every once in a while? Or is this something I should be doing every day to make myself feel better, you know? My ankles itch. I'm uncomfortable. It's just been a week and a lot has just been dumped. A lot has just been dumped, in my opinion. But I am an emotional person. Like, I just need time to process things. I feel great. Let's just sit for a second. How about that? We don't have to think. We don't have to say anything. We can just sit in a comfortable silence. Is that okay? If not, go ahead and just move along. And I'll catch up with you guys later. Now that my face is red and clean, I'm gonna go to bed. My heart rate is still a little high, but you got this. You got this. We got this. I need to clean my bathroom. So that first part was kind of entertaining. Am I funny? Yeah, halfway through it, I was just like, I don't want to talk anymore. I just kind of did what I needed to do to get ready for bed at that point. This next part, everything that I had talked about before, about how everything was just piling on and building up, kind of like a volcano. I just erupted. It just became a lot to deal with, and I'm fine now. Like, for real, it was nothing. Like, everything that I was like, I can't talk about it, I don't want to talk about it, blah, blah, blah. It was nothing. But in that moment, it was just heavy. And with some of the things that happened in March, it finally got to me. And I talk about that, but I just wasn't giving myself time. And literally, I just said, I just need time. So here's that little, I don't want to call it a breakdown, because it wasn't a breakdown. It was just, it was an overflow. Oh, I love that. I just had an overflow because my cup had runneth over. I'm fine. I'm just, I'm exhausted. It's been like, whew. It's been like the longest 2 weeks, it seems. I feel like I've been like behind for these last 2 weeks. On what? I don't know. I think I finally like caught up with myself. In April, I was so focused on doing what makes me happy. And I did. April was a really good month, considering how March was tough. I just tried to do so much for myself that I exhausted myself. And I feel like right now, like in this moment, it's just all catching up to me. That's not to say that I neglected to, feel anything. Throughout this month, I could tell that I was just getting tired, like emotionally tired. And here we are. What's weird is like, I just want to be cuddled, and not in an intimate way, but just to be held, whether that be family or a close friend, or my weighted blanket. I just want to. What's weird is this month, anytime I did something for myself, usually by myself, I would get this overwhelming feeling of, I just want to cry. I could have easily just, laid in bed or laid on my couch and let it happen. But in my mind, I was thinking, you're doing this for yourself. You shouldn't be sad about anything. You're taking this time for yourself to relax, to decompress from the past week. and getting ready for the next week. I just needed to cry. Just the most random stuff that, like, at the end of the day, does not matter. And these last 2 weeks, just this handful of crap. I'm an emotional 24-year-old that is currently very hungry. Good talk. Great talk. Exactly. And just like that, I was back to being fine. Sometimes you just have to let those emotions out in order to feel okay again. Anyway, that was fun. Hopefully I feel inspired to get back into it this month, especially considering I've thought about why I want to do this again. That we will get into this month, later this month. This should have been up a week ago. I hope you had a good May. I hope the beginning of June is already good for you. Happy Pride Month. We will be talking on the 19th, just want to let you know. So get ready for that. If you don't know what that is, woo! Woo! You're gonna learn today. But as promised, that's it. That's the end of the video. I'm looking at my 2 plants on the windowsill, and they're just so green and beautiful.